eventually.
For thin is the veil betwixt man and the godless deep. The skies are haunted by that which it were madness to know, and strange abominations pass evermore between earth and moon and athwart the galaxies. Unnameable things have come to us in alien horror and will come again, and the evil of the stars is not as the evil of the earth. In the end, all that awaits us in the endless void is madness and death. Welcome to Vorpal Tales, where we play terrifying tales and awesome adventures every day of the week, most days, twice a day. Be sure to check out our website, vorpaltales.com, to get our complete calendar, show recaps, and links to our archives at youtube.com/c/vorpaltales. You can also get our social media there, our Patreon, and our Ko-Fi. Give us a follow on Twitch and a subscribe on YouTube to catch all of our other awesome and terrifying tales. Doomed Heroes, let the audience know who you are and who's going to die tonight.
Oh, me. I'm definitely gonna die tonight. Hey, everybody. I'm Ambrose. My pronouns are he or they, and you can find me all over the internet as Anne Changeling. You can also find me on Etsy at Neat and Code Designs, and tonight I shall be playing Rest in Peace Wayland Shore, whose pronouns are he, him.
Hey, I'm Eric at Modern Recluse Online, and tonight I will be reprising my character, Artie Chang? Question mark? Who may or may not be also dying this evening.
And hi, I'm Savannah. You can find me online at Miss Emo Fox, and tonight I will be playing Hyacinth de la Poix. And if she has anything to do with it, she is definitely not dying.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I'm still on fires pretty much everywhere. Tonight I will be playing something that looks like Clara, but isn't because she actually died last week.
True story.
that face, Ambrose. Yes, that face.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That did happen.
Rachel, that is not dead, which can eternal lie.
That is true.
Whoever it is that wears the face of Eric's character will now give us the recap.
Ah, yes. Un momento, por favor. Hyacinth says her fiance will be back within a few days. Clara brings up that we may need to test her fiance when he returns. This certainly doesn't make Hyacinth happy and occupies the group for several minutes in conversation as we try to figure out what to do next. The wards have been weakened, so they are not reliable. The one thing we remember, however, is that doppelganger blood is dark brown. In response, Artie cuts his hand open, bleeding bright red blood. The rest of us inflict various injuries on ourselves and seem to at least be in possession of human blood. It doesn't hurt Clara when she cuts herself, but she doesn't let on. Not knowing what quite to do next, we make our way to Artie's house. It's surprisingly little more than a decaying old barn. At first glance, it's been abandoned for years. He says this isn't his house, but where his grandfather used to live. And there should be a heavy-duty firearm available. But rather than leading us into the attic, he begins going down into the basement. Hyacinth stops short, refusing to venture into the basement. While Hyacinth and Artie argue, Clara tries to sneak down into her. But Hyacinth stops her and the entire group goes upstairs. There's no gun, but there are some strange drawings. None of us can make any sense of these things. It's time to venture back into the basement, however. The desk lays heavy in here, including some boot prints. Artie knows exactly where to find the gun as he peels back the sheet on the table, covering everything. Hyacinth whips off the sheet, revealing an array of cloudy glass jars. They look almost moldy at first, but things seem to be moving through the dark liquid. Hey, you discovered my pappy's old hobbies, says Artie. When he's found his gun, he's ready to go. It's an odd gun. Almost like a ray gun, but of rifle proportions. But Artie says his pappy was an odd guy. An equal mixtures of bored and curious, Clara and Thurston investigate what else is there. Thurston coils in horror as Clara is more mystified. Artie explains that his grandpappy wanted to be preserved this way after death. Clara insists it's sentient and that it would be cruel to leave such a jar to molder in the dark. She tries to show the jar to the others, which freaks Waylon out. He runs, or tries to, and sprains his leg. Hyacinth insists we leave, but Clara believes she can't leave the jar. She shakes the jar and says, "If you want to go with us, blink twice." It doesn't blink, but she does notice two wires leading from the jar. Following them, she arrives at a strange 7-foot tall body. It's missing a head. Or not, Clara's holding it. Meanwhile, Artie readies his electro gun, just in case. Hyacinth goes to find Waylon and comforts him. Artie insists his grandpappy is dead, but Clara starts looking for a way to communicate with whatever she's found. He insists the body is just a movie prop, but Clara tries to wake it up. When it holds its arms out, Clara assumes it wants the jar back and hands it over. When she does, it puts the jar back where the head should be. It locks eyes with Clara and says, "Thank you for freeing me." It begins hugging Clara, a little too tightly. While this happens, Huey finds another gun, much like the one Artie found. It's a strange contraption with wires and energy sinks and ray gun. It's a ray gun. He does his best to aim and fire. It shorts out the robot, but while the robot was holding Clara, they both fall, Clara lightly smoking, but still holding the jar. She stands up quickly, and Huey sprays the basement with his electricity gun, setting everything flammable ablaze. We pile into the car and bolt away, but where are we headed? Why, to meet with Hyacinth's fiancée, perhaps? Artie says that's where he's taking us. Out of nowhere, he slams on the brakes, avoiding a deer. That could have been a bad car crash, which Artie seems to have known about just in the nick of time. Clara also knew to embrace herself and her new jaw friend, Cousin Ricky. Excuse me. Huey and Hyacinth have a brief discussion. Hyacinth says she trusts Huey, who responds by pulling his electricity gun out and shooting the center console. Or he would, if Clara didn't shove his arm aside at the last moment, shooting a hole through Hyacinth's car instead. Artie takes the gun away from him and hands it to Clara, who expertly disassembles it into 3 pieces. Hyacinth, thinking of running, hears Artie's voice in her head not to. Meanwhile, Clara is whispering gently to the jar. After a long 4-hour drive, we reach the Boston's docks. Clara, thirsty, but strangely unable to comprehend this feeling, at first tries to drink the motor oil offered by Artie. She's prevented from drinking that and the seawater, but then Thurston hands her a flask of moonshine. She detects poison, but Waylon demonstrates it's safe by drinking some, and Clara chugs the whole thing. Hyacinth quickly realizes that she is one of the few sane humans left. Waylon's mind fractures even worse, and that's when Huey notices the boat we're waiting for is not only a derelict, it's up on fire. However, working together quickly, we manage to save the captain and the fiancée before the boat explodes. Even more luckily, we escape the authorities. The shadows begin twisting oddly around the dean. That means at least he's alive. We pile into the car. Clara tucks Cousin Ricky into the arms of the fiancée. She tries to open the jar, but Hyacinth refuses to allow the jar to be opened. In the car, Waylon offers Hyacinth a clam. It's actually a jellyfish. The stingers are deeply embedded in his hand, which have swollen to twice their normal size. Hyacinth does her best to treat him with the booze we have on hand. 40 minutes later, we arrive and Hyacinth escorts us both inside. She fetches some smelling salts while the rest of us raid the bar. It works to revive the captain, but not her fiancé. He wakes up screaming, causing Hyacinth to tie him up while Thurston knocks him out. He was screaming something about a tremendous bloody tongue that twisted itself into the mind. As Hyacinth bends over and tends to her fiance, Audie casually walks by Clara and breaks her jaw. The brain slithers out and sprouts legs, leaping towards Huey. Huey ducks, but Waylon says instead, "Here, kitty, kitty," as it hits him in the back of the neck. And he does not resist, but Hyacinth whips off her gloves, revealing inhuman hands, and goes towards him. But the brain is too fast and has embedded itself into Wayland. Removing it now might kill him. Hyacinth doesn't care, though. She kisses Wayland and apologizes, and then tries to yank the brain off of him. But Audie doesn't like that and shoots Hyacinth with an electro gun while Huey prepares a Molotov cocktail. That's when time seems to freeze and we hear a booming voice. "That's enough! The Dean has awakened." He tells Hyacinth to stop and that we need Wayland. Looking to Audie, he says, "You can tell them." Audie explains what has been going on. The great race of Yith has sought out minds to merge with. Audie has been slowly merging with an alien intelligence. Clara merged with one just today. The Dean detects Huey's presence and flips a couch over, Huey with Molotov in hand. The Dean further explains that this was done to head off a terrible calamity. There are only 3 days left before darkness consumes the world. The fusion with Yithians was necessary to prevent that. Now that we have merged, we must travel to New York and kill a college student named Oppenheimer before he opens the gates to calamity. Huey agrees. After agreeing, he hands us a metal box and says all we gotta do is open this near Oppenheimer. A few moments are all we need to cause a very ironic death.
Brilliant. The stopwatch has begun. 71 hours, 32 minutes, 15 seconds. What do you do? This scene picks up immediately where last week left off.
Let's go to New York.
You are muted.
Yeah.
And I can hear your voice in real life.
Thank you.
All right, Sarah.
I'm gonna be making some quick phone calls before we get on the road and make sure that we have a vehicle big enough to house everyone.
I believe both Clara and Wayland were going to say something.
I have given the kitty a home.
What about Yithian 1 and Yithian 2?
Giving thing one. Do you need me to steer the ship?
We are taking a ship. If we are taking a ship, we will need the star charts to navigate properly.
What is the quickest way to get to New York? By land, I'm assuming.
A submarine, most likely.
Sarah, your immediate answer would be teleportation. Not Artie, your answer would be rocket ship. Wayland, your answer would probably be train. 1928.
Yeah, but Wayland
Probably
is also
train.
losing it. So
You could drive. Driving would be more direct, but you know the roads. There's no interstates yet.
Tyler, check your sides. Yeah, whichever way is the quickest, whether that be a train or just straight up driving. Hyacinth will arrange for that to be taken care of for the entire group.
Okay, check off one wealth box.
I could help you with that. I could buy you a whole submarine that could go across the country.
I want
Are
to
you
let
talking
in the
about a
fake cam,
bus?
Eric, so we can see more than Clara's microphone.
No, a submarine.
Sorry.
No, it crashed. It wasn't you.
Most definitely a submarine.
I see. Why
Yes.
don't you have a sit down on the couch, dear?
He will sit on the floor. What a lovely couch this is.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I think Mr. Shore lost his marbles. Uh-oh.
Oh, hush, I never had any marbles to begin with. They're made of glass and they bite when you hold them.
No, I stand corrected.
He had a few marbles before we started. What does anyone want or need prior to us leaving?
A very healthy fish.
Food.
Do you need substance?
Yes.
Is that what my stomach is doing? It's asking for food? Oh, okay.
Yes. Does Lawrence have like a butler or anything? Okay. She'll scurry off to the staff and have them pack. First, make a meal and then pack meals for everyone, depending on how we're traveling.
Oh, I have a fondness for the yellow fungus that can be found somewhere in the Andromeda Galaxy. I can't remember where.
I'm quite fond of whatever it is that they were serving at that hotel the other day. It was well, they served it. It's all weird and yellow, and it's wrinkly like old skin, and you eat it with your hands.
They ask a few more leading questions and then they figure it out. What about Wayland?
I have large potatoes with a peanut balanced precariously on top.
Yours is the easiest to prepare. Mostly because with Artie, they try eggs 3 different ways before they finally get it the way he ate it the first time. They bring it to you sunny side up, then they bring it to you poached, and they bring you boiled egg, and then they finally figure it out. What else are you taking with you on the train?
So we decided train it was.
Or in the car?
I offer the last time I could buy a submarine that would travel across the country.
I'll take my electro gun.
Would you like it to be fully recharged?
Sure, yeah.
Nice, and check off another wealth box.
Oh, sure. Not a problem. Everyone's just using my money. Anyway, was discreet armor a thing of the 20s?
No. You could get some kind of body armor, but not discreet. And, you know, by body armor, I mean you'd borrow someone's plate mail from a statue in their rich person's house. There's no Kevlar or...
Chainmail shirt, you know?
Yeah, I'll just wear a chainmail shirt. No big deal.
You're an eccentric rich person.
That's true. It's true.
Clara is just wandering through the manor, just touching everything. Like, oh, this is interesting. What is this? Oh, this is interesting. What is this?
Let's see.
Clara or Artie might be able to create some kind of personal force field. It might also explode and disintegrate you, but you know.
That sounds like a good idea.
One for
I don't know what I
everybody,
can
Artie?
do.
Yes.
One for everybody, Artie?
Yes, cousin, let us collaborate on the force field.
That sounds like a splendid idea.
Two
Right
Wells
after I
boxes,
find
Isaac.
something to ingest.
Did you just start out this campaign saying I want to spend all of Savannah's wealth boxes? Because
Yes,
that's how I feel.
it is on my list of bucket items for this story.
I mean, Artie has money, but like now he isn't Artie anymore, so like
Doesn't know
he
how
has
to
no
access
concept
it.
of money. He's just like doing stuff.
First took over the body, pulled your wallet out, went, what's this green paper, and threw it away.
Can I also get tended to for my my dog slashes?
You can all be fully healed for one more
Okay.
wealth box. And 24 hours off your timer. Train trip
No.
is 9 hours.
We might need that time though. I don't know. I won't make that decision. I'm willing to spend the wealth. But I'll let everybody else decide.
Can we use Yithian healing on her?
That's how you're doing it in 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
Because my bruises were already taken tended to at the hospital.
I
And that
have
would
Car
also
crash.
be a player choice, not a character choice. So answer as the player, not the character, if you want to spend that from your timer.
Hyacinth.
Yes, dear.
I found cabbage in my pockets and I don't want to eat it. He'll hand you a big old wad of cash.
Thank you, darling. She'll like shove it in her purse. No, Artie. Not the cabbage.
Artie and Clara plus int.
Ooh. Ooh, that's what I think I got.
And it is D10s for this game, yes?
No,
Sixes.
2d6.
6 for this, 10 for cult.
I got a 6. Wait, I'm using Artie's stats. Do I get different stats, or are they still the same?
I gave you a boost last week. It was 2 to int, will, and speed. Both of you.
Okay.
2 to int, will, and which?
Speed.
Oh, nice. That's good because I rolled a 4, and so with the bonus, that bumps it up to a 7.
Nice. I got 7. I got a 9.
7 and a 9. Okay. You create the force fields, one for each of you. Everything is fine. Party.
Yeah, totally.
Roll a d4. For completely unrelated reasons.
That's the one that's going to explode later.
Or
Or
the one that
the only
won't.
one that's safe.
Yes.
Is that a D4?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 4.
Glorious. Thank you.
I'm in danger.
No. I think we're all in danger.
Anything else?
Do we? So we have one electro gun.
2.
technically there's another one at the dean's office. It's not here.
Didn't detective take that one?
He did.
Is he
So,
still
okay.
with you?
Okay, so two electro guns. Where she'll like turn to not Artie and Lawrence. What else are we going to need to accomplish this?
Unclear. He looks into. Is there a way that he can like remember the future or anything specific around Oppenheimer, like security or anything like that? Like, oh, he's gonna be out in the ocean, so we may want to take like charter a boat or a submarine or something like that.
Hold on.
I would like to take a nice walk off the plank, please.
A nice walk off the plank. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I see. Alrighty.
I think it would be a delightful walk in this weather.
So Clara is still an alcoholic, but does not know what that means. Wanders into the kitchen, just like knows that her body wants something. Wanders into the kitchen and starts trying one of everything until she finds like the cooking line. So she'll eat like a pat of butter and a bite of carrot and like drink a little bit of milk, drink a little bit of cooking oil.
Peanut oil, so it's got a little flavor.
Yeah.
There's fact 2.
So she finds the cooking one. She's like, "Oh, what is this? This is delicious."
Would it be a good idea to use one of my powers now or when we get to New York?
Which one?
The secret society. To call in favors.
I would do it now.
Okay. I will make that roll. Plus will. That is a 12 total.
Thank you. What do you want them to do specifically? Or generally, what is the favor?
Assist with an assassination?
Sold.
Either with information about the man or having an extra body or two when the actual thing happens. For the greater good and all.
Final fact, Artie. Okay.
My lady, we have to consider that what's his name?
The guy?
Yeah. I just blanked his fucking name.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, thank you. We have to consider that Mr. Oppenheimer is going to be very well protected because we're not the only ones that know about his importance in your history. So more than likely, he's going to have some really heavy hitters around him, and we're going to need to be ready for that. And I mean, not just, guys with guns or anything like that. He's more than likely going to have some very strange things protecting him. And he looks over at Clara like, you know, so we're gonna need some heavy duty weapons and some unorthodox methods of dealing with those things.
Oh,
So
yes.
things like the hounds and the
Correct.
creatures
Things like
that
that.
chased after Wayland.
We're gonna have problems no matter which way we go. So I suggest that we prepare, assuming that we're going to be attacked no matter what we do. And we need to be
Hyacinth.
prepared
Sorry, Artie.
for dealing with that.
In your side, what your contacts give you. Continue, Artie. Sorry.
That's all right. Also, we need to make sure we have somebody holding this box at all times. And he points over to the black box that the dean brought out. Detective, would you be so kind? And he motions towards it.
The detective looks you up and down. Fry eyes. Walks over, picks it up, turns around, hands it to Wayland and says, "You should carry this, because then you can stand in the back and not get eaten."
Thank you for a present. I will gladly
you
put it under the Christmas tree this year.
Do you take it?
Yes.
It's warm and comforting. You want to hug it like a heat stone for a bed in winter.
He does. He hugs it. And he caresses it. And he starts telling it that it is the most beautiful box he has ever seen.
It makes your insides feel warm.
Radiation?
Oatmeal.
What's radiation?
He looks at the detective. Are you sure that's a good idea, detective?
Nope. Continues loading revolvers. There's like a pile of them in front of him and some rifles and a claymore.
A claymore, a sword, or the bomb? Sorry.
Where might I find more unorthodox and heavy-duty weapons?
I'm so glad you asked. You know, I think Mr. Shore might be able to shed a little bit of light on the subject, as he is a bit of a expert in the field of obscure writings. Is that not right, Professor Shore?
He is, but also there might be something interesting in his shop that he's picked up.
Indeed, my lady. If we have time, we should maybe swing around and see what we can find.
When is the train going to be leaving, Tyler? So we have like kind of a idea of things that we may or may not be able to do before the train departs.
Dawn, 4 hours.
Okay.
I got a super fast car we can jump into, my lady.
You mean my super fast car?
I mean, your super fast car. I mean, your car with my super fast technology. Yes.
That's true. You did do something to it. Wayland, where's your shop? So
What?
close. Your establishment.
Establishment.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. She just goes in and reaches for his wallet to go and look at his business cards to see where his shop is.
Where did that come from? Was that inside of my body the whole time?
Yes. She looks through his wallet to find a shop address or business card or something.
Did I leave any food in there?
No, you
There
gave
is a
me the
receipt.
cabbages.
There is a delivery receipt with an address on it.
Cool. How far away is that from the dean's house?
In a regular car, 2 hours.
In my car?
Less.
Okay. How far from Wayland's shop to the train station?
You could do it in 4 hours pretty easily in that car.
Okay. Are our lunches and snacks packed by the staff?
Yes.
Then we shall go.
No one even knows what they hand Clara, but it smells interesting.
Clara has been packing a backpack full of just there's like a globe sticking out of it and a couple pencils and like an encyclopedia she took off the shelf.
The
Like
The
a
D
phonograph
encyclopedia.
needle. Yeah, just like the L volume.
Spank by Betty. Ambrose is aware. Wayland is gone. Gone bye-bye. They lost Wayland last week when his sanity went to negative numbers.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he gained far too many dreams.
Oh,
Wayland is broken.
I see. I did
We're
not
all
realize
pretty
that. I did not
broken.
realize that. I'm not.
You can only take so many critical and serious level derangements, and Wayland is one or two past that cap.
I remember when that happened to me. I almost got to be the queen in yellow. Stupid PC stopped me.
All
Yes,
right.
and
Yes.
the shop. Roll percentile, Ambrose.
Oh God, why?
It's your
See if
shop.
you're lucky
Your
enough to have
decision.
anything supernatural in the shop.
I use the dice you gave me, so if they fail me, I'll know you've cursed me.
Someday I'll tell you what you did.
Good luck.
Those are my dice and won't help.
64.
Mhm. Mhm. We're
Did it
looking for
help?
low numbers.
God damn it.
Let's see.
What do audience votes do?
They
Can you
don't
reroll?
help with that.
Can we reroll?
We give you +1 to rolls, actually.
Oh, no.
Depends what he rolled.
Nope, we didn't. I just need a gif of what's happening right now. I just need that gif of the pipe just going up and down.
Someone clip it.
I've learned how to fly, Hyacinth.
Perfect.
We don't need any cars or trains.
Or a submarine.
No, we still need a submarine.
Oh, okay. You're just
Okay.
gonna attach two little
They're the
pipes to it.
fastest land mammal.
Okay,
Wayland.
yes, we will stop.
Roll a d20, add 1, but don't give me the result yet. Clara and Artie, roll a d12 and subtract 1. If it's a 1, just tell me it's a 1. And Hyacinth, same as Artie for you, d20 plus 1.
D20 plus 1.
I will collect Hyacinth and Wayland's rolls first.
D12 minus 1 would be 7 from me.
6.
Wayland, what'd you get?
17.
You each do find one useful thing in the shop. Wayland, you learned the spell telepathy. You can use it at will. They cannot shut you out.
What about me?
What'd you get, Hyacinth?
It was a plus 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
21.
Ooh.
These dice like me. Beep, beep.
The Vorish sign does this.
Do I get to repel beasties?
No,
Do I?
that's
Fine.
the Elder sign.
Oh, I want that. Okay, I will wait.
We're throwing it in the chat for Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 7 for who? Was that Claire or Artie?
It was me.
Cool. Snag that.
7. You find some weird looking stones that Waylon never knew what the point of them were, Clara. They are also in the chat. Glorious. And what did Artie roll?
I got a 6.
And that's what Artie finds. And again, Waylon never knew what the hell to do with that, but Artie knows how it works. And also,
Treasure trove. What is this place?
It's a good friend's shop.
there's the actual electro gun since I'm in that area. Okay. Yeah.
I think you would quite like him, Wayland.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
He's peculiar, just like you.
I'm peculiar. I thought I was quite normal.
But Norm was quite boring, Wayland. Why would you want to be that?
Ground moles.
I see. I see. It makes perfect sense. Now Artie knows how we all felt dealing with all of his personalities.
There's only one Adi Shah.
That's right. There is only one Artie. There's also a Buck and I think this is all that we're going to achieve in this shop. From my friends that I called, he does have supernatural protections, unbeknownst to him. But he himself is just a normal person. At least that's the information that they have.
I keep my thing in my back pocket. I have a few ideas on how to use that.
Shall we head to the train? Are we forgetting anything?
Did it eat our submarine?
The
Oh.
train ate our submarine, yes.
I have forgotten quite a lot, but it's slowly coming back to me now.
I see.
Aaron's character hands revolvers to each of you, looks you each in the eye, and says, "This is not for the monsters.
Oh, is it for you?
It's for you."
It's a gift for a small child.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Detective. Thank you. But I already have a better one.
No. It's for you. For when we're just
He doesn't
totally
understand.
fucked.
He's like, yeah, I get it. It's a gift. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Do you
I
have any...
appreciate this gift. Have a globe.
Do you have any harnesses?
Gives you one.
It's totally not a shoulder harness, just so you know. That revolver's getting slapped to my thigh. Anyway. By the way, I did all book us first class on the train, by the way.
I don't want to go to class.
It's a special class full of ice cream and candies.
Oh,
Don't like
more things to
vegetables.
You make it so hard sometimes.
The detective walks up behind you, whacks you in the base of your neck with his truncheon, picks up your unconscious body, slings it over his shoulder, looks at Hyacinth and says, "Let's go, enough fucking around.
Thank you.
We're gonna kill some monsters or what?"
We're doing it.
Don't forget the box,
Lawrence.
detective.
I have the box.
Oh.
Or at least that's what I thought from last session. She like went and got like a big bag that was big enough to put the box in.
Oh yes, but the Yithian gave it to the detective who gave it to Wayland. Because reasons they don't want Hyacinth carrying it. It's a little too warm for you to be carrying around. This is fine.
Why? Why does it matter if I'm carrying it?
It's probably better off in Mr. Shore's hands.
Really? The box that is single-handedly going to kill somebody is better off in Mr. Shore's hands.
Precisely right.
What aren't you telling me? Because that makes no logical sense.
Well, you're leading this expedition, are you not? Are you not more important than Mr. Shore?
I mean, I trust Cousin Ricky.
I see.
Hey, Ricky.
Fine. Fine. Drive away, Artie, to the train
Yes,
yard,
ma'am.
please. Is Lawrence with us?
No.
Or is he staying home?
He's very sick
Okay.
from his time in the train.
You mean the ship?
Yes, the ship.
Does my loyal servant come with us on the train?
Yes, because you specifically spent the power to use it to help you with an assassination.
Yes, true.
The loyal servant you've summoned is a crack shot from World War I.
Yep. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 first class tickets. Because I'm
Yes.
counting my servant. He deserves to ride in style, depending on what happens.
You all board the train. The first half of the trip is traveling in style for 1928. We think that was pretty terrible today, but you guys think it's pretty elegant and awesome. There is lots of room, drinks, and endless vibration and bumps.
Yeah, the whole time Artie's like, this is a very primitive form of transportation.
Clara tries to decode the bumps. She's convinced the train is trying to communicate with her. She just needs to learn how to speak its language.
Would you consider it a martlet language?
A what?
A martlet language. Thank you for the raid, Martlet Games.
What up?
Anyway, sorry.
We're boarding the train to adventure and death.
Hyacinth treats it like any other trip that she's taken. She drinks, she eats, she sleeps, she drinks some more.
First half of the trip, like I said, travel in style. Second half, everything is going swimmingly and very smoothly until you hear the screaming again in the car ahead of you, which is a sleeping car. You are in the dining car at the moment.
Sounds like somebody's having a good time, you know what I mean?
Hyacinth gets up and locks the conjoining door.
Just in time to see a splatter of wet blood and chunky things hit the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Who has their weapons on them?
You look up and the detective's already got a gun in each hand.
Perfect. She tries to peer through the blood of the little like peekaboo window to see what is causing the carnage.
A person screaming, bouncing through the air sideways, not touching the ground.
So invisible doggies?
You can actually see the tooth holes because you can't see its face or mouth. But it's got this person in its mouth and it's charging towards the door.
Prepare for breach, and she like sidesteps the door. It's the dogs, by the way.
A dog did that? Wow.
Then you hear the howl, and the Yithians know these are hounds of Tindalos. Or, hounds of... Yeah, Tindalos, sorry.
By all the gods, we're doomed.
I haven't been doing any time traveling.
Shh, don't talk too loud. They'll know you're here.
The lights bright enough to scare them off?
Should be. These ones don't seem to care. That's scary.
Got it. Okay.
Slow computer today, switching tracks. Okay. Who's got the highest speed?
Not I.
I got a +3 to mine.
Yours is higher than mine.
Then you're first, Artie, as the door explodes inward. The metal sheared from the hinges and tossed across the room. Hits a bartender. Kills him instantly.
Oh, okay.
Ruins a lot.
Well, I guess I'll try to buy them some time. If I have any knowledge of what Hyacinth was able to retrieve from Waylon's establishment, he'll remind her what she has and how it could be used against that. Since, you know, we need to be able to see what we're fighting. Foresight might be useful in that way. And he'll just open up with the electro gun and move to the far side of the car after taking a shot at it.
Okay, roll your shot.
Would that be like speed plus 2d6?
Yep.
Ooh, 11.
Okay. You hit one. It howls in pain. Weird black ichor splatters everywhere. You can't see it, so you don't know if you kill it. But you hit it.
Yeah.
Who's got the next highest speed after 3?
Mine is 2.
Mine is also 2, but I'm pretty sure Wayland is asleep.
Don't
Wayland
forget
is not
about your
asleep.
force field, cousin.
Wayland is not asleep, but will never win a tie. So, Clara, go.
Alright, so is the hound still up?
There are more than one,
Okay.
and you can't see any of them. You can hear them.
Okay. So we are in the dining car?
Yep.
Alright, I would like to look for flour or red wine of some kind.
Lots of wine.
Just splash around and hopefully highlight the dogs.
Roll int.
Okay. Oh, not bad. That's a 12.
There are 5 splotches of red coming at you.
Okay. Can I continue to act or is that my turn?
That was it.
All
You had
right.
to move, grab, and splatter. The detective begins opening fire, screaming the whole way. Wayland.
I'm trying to decide what would be useful, but at the same time, he's totally gone. He'd really not be useful at all right now.
You could offer them more cabbage.
Cat.
Traitor.
Oh, your baby. Oh, what a good little eldritch horror it is. Actually, you know
wearing
what?
that t-shirt? He's wearing the orange cat Eldritch t-shirt.
Ha ha! That's
Sure
even
am.
better. Oh, that's
That's
amazing.
good kitty.
It
I'll tell
is.
Thomas you said that.
I said the
So-
shirt says good kitty. I didn't say I said good kitty.
Wayland will grab the nearest thing and just chuck it at one of the evil dog things.
As seems to be par for the course tonight for Wayland. Roll percentile to see what the nearest thing is.
75.
Roll might.
Roll might. Oh,
Might.
is it 2 dice or just one? I forget. Okay.
2d6 plus or minus value of stat.
I know that part.
I know that part.
7 total. 7 total.
Mm-hmm. You chucked the nearest person, because that was the closest thing to you, at the dog. But this person was a rich fat cat businessman, probably a rat too, and you don't chuck very far.
Wayland will go up to this person and be like, "Would Puppy like to play?"
Fat guy stumbles forward a few steps, gives you a weird look.
And Wayland will take off to wherever Hyacinth is, like,
Hyacinth, it's your turn.
Hyacinth would like to close the distance between her and Wayland, cover his eyes, and reveal the dogs to everyone else.
Okay. Roll will.
11.
You successfully reveal 7 hounds. The line didn't hit them all. Okay. There's a lot of dogs in here. 2 of them are injured. One's been shot to shit, and one was hit with an electro gun. And then they attack. Wayland, you are a harbinger of doom this fine evening. Give me 7 percentile rolls.
oh my god. Okay. 37.
Also, you could do 5 percentiles in the D100 and roll 20 if you wanted to.
No.
No.
24. 61. 34. 52. 67.
And a single
One
D4.
more, right?
Oh,
I
was that 6 or 7?
think that was 6.
Do it again.
Yeah, it's for 7.
41.
Roll 1d4.
Here you go. One.
5 of the dogs tear apart civilians, screaming blood, viscera, horror. One dog hits the detective, and the dog and the detective go flying towards the nearest window. When the detective pulls out an old potato masher from World War I and says, "Fuck you," and pulls the pin, blows the side of the train out with the dog. You're all splattered with Hound of Kindle's ichor. And detective hits. It kills one of the other dogs too, and several bystanders. And also, you can hear the snapping of metal as the connector between you and the train ahead of you takes furious damage. It's fine. And then the last dog, it's Artie. Artie. Avoid danger.
Okay. Also speed, I gather?
Yeah.
If there's one of my better stats. I rolled double 6s. No shit.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
you roll with it and
Wow.
put your feet under the dog and kick it off you and take no damage.
Oh, awesome.
Mr. Storyteller,
Mm-hmm.
the connector that we hear breaking, is that the connector that connects us to the engine?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
You're welcome. What could go wrong? Artie!
Okay, so I have a crazy idea. There's what, like 5 pounds of Tindalos in this car tearing people apart?
5 left, 2 injured.
Are the majority of them covered already in wine and or blood and or ichor?
Yes. And fully visible because of the magic of the Voyage sign.
Okay. How much of the floor is already wet?
Most of it.
Cool.
Fine, fire your gun.
Yeah, I tell everyone to jump on top of the tables, and then I let one rip with the electric gun and see if I can capture all of the Hound of Tindaloses through the one shot of the arc gun.
Roll int.
All right. That's a nat 10 plus I have plus 2, so that's 12 total.
Okay. Clara, do you jump?
Does Clara jump? Yes.
That's your turn. Waylon, do you jump?
If everyone else does, yes.
Hyacinth, do you jump?
Yeah, I'm rolling Wayland and I onto a table. I don't. I'm taking him with me because I am not letting my hand go from his eyeballs.
None of you are electrocuted. You all use your turns on that. Artie, you do in fact severely damage all the towns and all of the people in this room, except your allies.
Yeah, it's all right.
Now it's back to you because they're not dead yet. They're just injured badly.
Good.
Smells like barbecue in here.
Meats are back on the menu.
Also, things are on fire now.
Cool. With whatever time we have left, I try to move everybody towards the joining car. We're gonna try to lose these assholes as soon as possible.
Oh, real charisma.
Oh no, that's. Oh, actually, I have
Leave
I
one
have a
for
+2.
me.
Oh shit! Of course I rolled low. I got 5 plus 2, so 7.
It's going.
Do I have a? Hold on. I think I have a vote. I have exactly 1 audience vote, so I'm going to use it to give myself an 8.
Or wait, was that an audience reward or an audience vote?
Oh, I think it's audience vote. Yeah, I got an audience vote. I think 1.
The votes.
And I think that gives you +1 to the roll. Oh, or is that? I don't even think that's worth it though, is it? It's a 7 total. I think you need to break the threshold.
Your votes are +1 to any roll stackable up to +3.
Yeah.
And what's the threshold?
I think it's like 6 or less is bad. 7 to 9.
10 plus 7 to 9, 6. So yeah, it wouldn't change the result.
Okay. Okay, never mind. Damn it.
You begin making progress. You know how normally you'd say it's going well? For you, it's going. Clara!
All right. So, is there a dog and a civilian, preferably alive, dying is okay, within arm's reach of each other?
Yes to everything you just said.
Mind stones.
Roll will.
Excellent idea.
9.
The human growls at you. In charge of success with complications. The hound begins howling, but you imagine that's probably a scream of madness comes human in there. And begins blinking in and out of reality and changing shape and warping in non-Euclidean ways before it just kind of pops.
Brilliant.
I'm a terrible person.
Wayland.
Oh. I roll to see what inanimate object is next to me that I can throw at these things.
Use the
Roll
box.
percentile.
Use the box.
No, the box is his friend. If he opens it up, it'll be gutted and then it'll die.
I'm glad you said inanimate, because I would have been mad if you threw me.
52.
52. Roll might.
Mm.
4.
So, 50 and lower would have been, you actually like throw a chair or some shit. 50 and higher, you literally throw the nearest thing. You yank a pin out of your pocket, pull the lid off, and chuck that shit at a dog, which embeds itself into the side of the dog, who looks very confused. Hyacinth. Lead potion.
Hyacinth is going to make her way as safely as possible, considering there's dogs and fire, to the other side of the train, and get the doors open. And she wants to have her pistol ready to shoot the locking mechanism between the two cars to disconnect them.
Breaking it off? Or
Yes.
do you mean the other end? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to the end that's already has shown signs of being breaking apart.
You move to it, and you take aim at it just in time to see, coming from the northwest, which means towards the train cars in front of you, there's woods on both sides of the track, and something is charging through the woods, just smashing trees out of the way like they're bowling ball pins. Really, even the really tall trees just gets broken and flung to the side, something fucking massive that's invisible. And you shoot the lock moments before it hits the rest of the train and just flings it off the track like matchstick toys. And then all of the tracks in front of you compress into the ground and crack. It's something massive with 8 legs that leaves giant tubular holes stops in front of the train.
So this train's about to go off the tracks.
You're about to hit whatever that giant invisible thing is.
Welcome to the
But
crazy train,
if you
everyone.
hadn't shot yourself free, you'd get flung into the woods with the rest of the train.
Whoa.
I brace for impact.
Percentile roll, Wayland. For the remaining 3 dogs. 1 each.
Alrighty. What is that number? 70, 97, and 90.
More civilians get murdered. Roll 1 more for human dog.
Human dog.
Like an actual doggo?
No.
Clara switched minds.
Clara switched the minds of
There's a
the
hound of
dog
Tindalos in the human. Yeah.
in a human body.
Oh my god.
Some poor civilian ended up in a hound body and is probably not having a great time right now.
78.
It does not attack Claire, it attacks the nearest civilian. It begins biting and slapping the civilian. And now I need you to roll 1 more percentile.
$39.
39. The train car hits the massive thing and rolls to its right side, flinging you everywhere. You all take minor injuries, getting flung through the train. Artie,
Yes.
you're a Yithian. That's a Shagas. What are you going to do about that?
Well.
Or, I'm sorry, Child of Yog Sothoth, like in, wow, the story with the Whippoorwill is the best one. I can't remember what it's called.
I'm not intimately familiar with that one.
Brain fails me this late. What would you like to do?
So like the Shoggoth is making its way
It's a-
onto the train? Or?
child of Yog-Sothoth, so it's a massive, invisible, part human, part tentacled horror with a lot of legs. Like a tree, except the branches are tentacles, and it has human faces everywhere if you could see it. Because you have to mate with a human to create this offspring.
Yikes.
The Dunwich Horror, that's the story this is based on.
Oh, okay. And it's colliding.
It got in the way so the train hit you. You assume that this is what they sent when they realized the dogs were failing.
Is it on which side of the train is it on? Is it on like on the flanks or on the front? Oh, we're fucked.
You hit it and your car rolled onto its side and just kind of stopped. The rest of the train, the Hyacinth broke you free from, is over there in the woods.
Does the train contain the automobile that we used to get around?
Yes, it's behind you, a few cars back.
Going that way. Tell everybody, go get to the car quickly, ladies and gents. It's time to be leaving now.
I don't think that car is meant for off-roading.
It's gonna have to be.
It's your turn.
Whose turn?
Clara.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, seems like a good idea to run.
Wayland.
He's kind of following everyone else, so if they stay, he stays. If they run, he runs.
All right,
So he's following Artie and Clara. Does it seem like it's... Oh no, it's invisible.
Well, you could use your power again.
Do you want to?
It's fine. It seemed to know where we were, but I'm not exactly sure how it's tracking us. So she's going to take a shot in the dark, and as she goes to follow Artie, Clara, and Wayland, she's going to cover herself in the dog ichor.
Okay.
She's not sure how... It could be tracking us by smell. I should smell like the thing that it likes, right? I'm grasping at straws, just like everybody else. Thank you very much.
That was a neutral okay from the GM, neither indicating success nor failure. You'll have to wait and see.
No, I was responding to Eric's face.
Oh. The giant thing that you can't see, perhaps its invisible tentacles around the car you were in, squeeze, crush, twist, like crushing a water bottle if you were a person that's empty. The streams suddenly are cut off with wet snapping sounds. You all barely make it into the next car and keep sprinting, so now I'm going to need speed rolls, just as a group.
10.
Somehow I rolled, and total is 11, which is amazing.
It is.
Well, the 7 with the +3, I get a 10.
That just leaves Clara.
What am I adding?
Speed.
10.
The second car gets crushed and twisted and smashed. One more speed roll each to make it to the car that has your car. To the train car that has your automobile.
I got an 8.
Got an 11 again.
I rolled like Rachel.
Uh-oh. How much like Rachel?
Double ones.
Glorious.
No.
Oh.
Clara.
7.
Is anyone going to try to save Hyacinth?
If I'm close by, I'll grab her.
Might.
Wayland will also help.
Might.
I actually got a 9, and with might,
Oh.
that's 10. That's the one stat I raised.
7 total.
Hyacinth's heels that have survived this entire campaign finally break, causing her to stumble and fall on her face. So you can describe how you rescue her, Hardy.
We can't lay down and die now, Miss Hyacinth. We just don't have enough time. Scoop.
We just don't have enough time.
Would you say, Eric, that you have no time to die? Carry on.
Excellent.
So, you make it out of the final car that gets crushed into oblivion. Now I'm going to need a drive roll, which is speed.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
And an int roll.
My drive roll was awesome.
From the
because I
same
got
person
9.
for the int, or anyone?
You, Clara, or Artie. Wayland wouldn't know what to do with this engine.
I got a 12 total for the speed roll for driving. If you want to roll intelligence, Rachel.
Yeah. Oh, that's another good roll. That is 10.
And Hyacinth.
Oh, well, since Clara was rolling.
Okay. Wayland, roll percentile. You got a 10, Rachel?
Mm-hmm.
Percentile plus 15. Sorry, minus 15.
Oh. Ooh.
Low has been good this whole time. Or bad in the case of trying to kill you.
Okay, now I have to do math.
Or just say the number. One of us is good at math.
No, I refuse to burden you all. $68.
68.
Oh.
You still rolled really high.
I rolled an 83, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't
I
have
don't know
it
how
out
you
for you,
survived
I
Delta Green.
swear. There were somehow I managed to get a couple good rolls, and it was towards the end, and it was amazing. And there's one time, but I had a reroll.
So,
Eric can attest.
you get in the car and take off until it stalls.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, shit.
The Ithian learned to swear. Hey, I would like you to roll a might roll, which is 2d6 plus 11.
Plus what now?
11.
Oh, God. Okay. 8 plus 11,
19.
19. And plus 1, it's
Right.
20.
Speed roll from Artie the driver, and an int roll from either Wayland or Hyacinth, because Clara already can't do it twice in one turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay, I will let Wayland give it a shot then.
See how-
Wayland, don't fail us.
I'll try
Can I
not
roll in
to.
speed?
Yes.
I got an 8 this time.
8.
Okay. Roll that percentile again, this time minus 27.
Oh, boy.
Look, just do it.
These are arbitrary, silly numbers, sir.
They're actually not arbitrary. It's a base level plus the rolls you each got on those int checks.
60.
Wayland.
Because I rolled an 87.
Wayland!
And this is why I'm making you do it. Okay,
You love me.
No,
so
not today.
you actually outrun the creature, but not before it smashes the back of your car badly, mangling a rim, wrecking the suspension. Which means you get away, but in this jacked up car, it'll take you twice as long to finish the trip. Which means you will arrive in New York with about 9 hours to spare. Which is where we'll pick up after our mid-show break. So don't go anywhere, audience. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to see how this
And
finally ends. And we have returned from our break. As you're lumping away through the woods, minus a tire and a rim bent almost in half, you hear some muffled yelling from the trunk, from the boot, which is half crushed.
Hello? Is there anyone in here? Hello? Help!
So what about
Approaching
the
cautiously
hounds?
with electrogun.
Are we still like driving, like hobbling along?
Yes.
I'm assuming the seat's still unlatched and you could see the trunk from the
Yes.
car. Okay, she unlatches it and like peeks in.
You see that. You see that fat short guy that Waylon tried to throw at the monsters calls you Miss Hyacinth in the drawl of the dead detective who just blew himself to hell and back.
Huey?
Yeah?
Oh no.
That's not Huey, that's Stowaway.
Ghost.
Do we know the things that we got from Waylon's store?
Hyacinth would not know what the Mind Stones did,
Okay.
but Clara would know what's going on because she did it.
True. How did you get in there? And I don't mean the trunk, Huey.
I don't follow.
I mean this in the most respectable way, but you've gained some weight.
I saved him.
You saved him?
Yes.
How?
I like his mind.
So you took his
Oh.
mind and put him somewhere else. So like
Here.
Got it. So like kind of like what not Artie did to Artie?
It's very easy if you know the trick.
Okay. She pulls the seat the rest of the way down so he can squish through the seat.
This is for you, Ambrose. Well, on the plus side, now that the final character's here, you have a total party so you can chill and finish the adventure. Thanks for the break raid, total party chill.
Thank you. I'm totally not just sitting here drinking ice wine all night. Don't mind me.
So
You have a full memory of the events that transpired beforehand,
okay.
Thurston. So you're over this shit, and like we're gonna go kill this guy, ironically, and you found out that there were gonna be bodyguard monsters hunting you, so you like just raided the entire police armory and came back with like a pile of weapons. You handed everyone revolvers to shoot themselves with when you inevitably die because you're convinced you're gonna die. And you went out guns blazing and killed an invisible dog with a potato masher from World War I. And then you woke up in this fat guy's body. You're wheezing. You don't like it.
Okay. I hate to be choosy about being alive still, but there perhaps a different place we could put me.
I can swap you with Hyacinth.
No.
Don't you dare.
No. You know what? I'll make do. You know.
Maybe if we find someone else on the way there.
I have to ask. If we swap, they'll just end up here. They won't go
Yes.
away. Okay.
But they might get bigger, but they will get wealthier.
I feels like I'm paying for their body in that sense, then. So I feel morally okay with it.
You feel your heart skip because this guy has an arrhythmia.
They can spend his money before he dies.
Yeah, sure.
You've got money on you?
It feels like
I'm sure that body belongs to some deep pockets.
Do you search yourself?
Yes.
You do have a money clip with several $1,000s in cash in 1928.
I think we can live large for the rest of the time we have on this planet.
Oh,
It's
yay,
also when
money.
you realize you're very drunk.
The salty's fine.
Artie's delighted with seeing the money. He just reaches out, grabs the bill from the clip, and puts it in his mouth.
No. That's not. You know
Artie,
what?
it's not food. It's what we use to spend to buy edible.
You didn't
Substance.
exchange.
Why
this
do you
for-
call it cabbage?
Wayland called it cabbage, and Wayland is not the most
Tastes absolutely terrible.
It does.
It's
She
delicious.
pulls out like a wad of cash, and like to Huey. This is what he gave me earlier. His unusable cabbage, and she like shoves it back down in her purse.
I see. Yes.
Minted.
Yeah. I would not recommend eating any more of this.
Yeah.
That was very expensive meal for one.
Yes.
About 5 of those.
You arrive in New York City with 9 hours to spare. About 3 city blocks from your destination, which is a university.
How is my servant?
We didn't really roleplay the servant, but the servant made it because it was
Okay.
purchased. The servant is an asset. Much like a
I
gun,
can-
he's just kind of there.
Okay.
I can swap Huey and the servant.
I like my marksman the way he is. Thank you. But he can make his own decisions if he wants to be in the body of a wheezy, rich thousandaire.
I too
Like, I get to
can make
retire?
marks, and Wayland will dip his finger in the ash of his pipe and just kind of like draw on his face.
You know, you have to go get some eyeshadow now and do that, right?
Okay, what do you
Gotcha.
do?
What I would like to procure some blueprints of the location he is most likely to be.
Why don't we just ask people?
Clara, have you forgotten what we've come here to do?
Yes, we would just ask people, have you seen this person?
I don't trust Wayland not to tell them we're here to kill him.
Well, then we will not bring Cousin Ricky.
Huey, help me.
So, if we want to catch Mr. Oppenheimer by surprise, it might be best to do this discreetly. And between my apparently now wealthy self or Miss Hyacinth, I think we can. I'm not going to use the colloquialism because it will just confuse you. We'll bribe them.
Bribe them.
With
Like
money.
trade scientific secrets? That's what Clara immediately thinks in her head.
Yes. We know many secrets.
We're gonna bribe them with cabbage.
We can bribe them with the secrets of splitting the atom.
No.
I don't think they know this yet.
No?
If you need more cabbage, I have plenty. And he pulls out another wad and just hands it to Hyacinth.
Where do you keep pulling this out of? Artie! This is Max's hand. Puts the wad in her purse. This is the most unclean money I've ever had in my life.
Actually, it's probably the most clean because there's no cocaine on it.
That one was in my long
Cocaine.
johns.
I meant it's very smushed and wadded. I'm used to my bills very, very crisp.
It's also warm and slightly moist.
Ugh.
Nope, not even gonna think about it.
It's a little on the salty side, but other than that, it's fine.
Okay, so we're 3 blocks away from Schurschenfern's location.
Yes, Schurschenfernheimer is right over there.
I mean, I almost called him Schmerpenheimer, so I don't know.
Maybe we should send him a
Oppenheimer.
telegram and deliver the
John
box.
Jacob Oppenheimer Schmidt.
I don't, considering what just happened to us on a train a few hours ago, I don't think that's the best idea. It would probably just be intercepted.
Oh, okay.
Wayland, you probably need a nap. It's been a stressful day. Please add -2 to all your physical stats.
Aha!
You hurt. You have a headache. Everything aches. You're nauseous.
You know
But at
what?
least
can't
you
take
have that
away?
heating stone to comfort
Cocaine.
yourself with.
Oh no.
Give me the box.
You have the box.
Yes, you do.
Oh.
That's your one comfort, the heating stone.
Well, leave me in my box alone. We need a nap. Some intimate sleeping time together.
So that's might and strength. Speed, -2 each. Stacked on top of whatever your actual numbers are. So if you're already negative, it's even more.
I was actually in the positives for once from last time.
Um,
Also, you're
Wayland-
starting to get itchy spots. There's one on your neck, especially.
Wayland, I don't think you're well.
Certainly I'm well. I'm very much like a well-dug well full of water.
A well of knowledge.
Exactly.
He's flushed. He's sweating. His eyes are heavily dilated, and he has a weird boil appearing on his neck. I'm sure it's fine.
And everything
Truler.
itches. It's a sign that I'm growing.
Right.
That's growing too. He points to the boil.
My new friend, his name is Filbert.
Ms. Hyacinth, I'm already a little drunk, to be honest. Is there any more
Any more what?
booze?
Always more booze.
She points at Clara. She might have some.
I do.
And she brings out a bottle of like really expensive vodka that she lifted from the dean's house.
First, I need our doomsayer of the night, Wayland, to roll percentile to see if it's actually vodka in that bottle. Perhaps
Fair
drinking
enough.
motor oil or bleach. I may have a chart.
29.
Do you take a shot, detective?
I would like to smell it first, please.
Smells like high test alcohol. Really high test.
I purified it.
Well, I mean, it's not my body anyway. Let's find out, I guess.
If you start dying, there's the spare servant.
Exactly. I'll do a shot.
Or no, we're in New York. There's so many people.
Indeed.
It actually is alcohol, but Clara the Yithian experimented on it, and it's now 247 proof.
Jesus, what'd you put in that paint thinner?
You should wear this while you're drinking it.
Oh no, the paint thinner was far too weak, but I have improved this beverage. Its potency is quite magnified now. It satisfies this body perfectly.
You could run a car.
Would you want some?
Good, yes.
A
Yes.
clean one.
Have some.
Excellent.
It
And
might help with the neck issues.
Wayland will take the bottle and pour some on his head. Thank you. That was refreshing.
It does make your head stop itching. Detective, please subtract 1 from all stats. You are really drunk. Hyacinth, subtract a wealth box. You now have blueprints.
Thank you. I was just like, what did I do? I'm just spending all my money.
What if we called a telephone exchange?
I think we should go on a picnic.
I think we should briefly sequester ourselves in a hotel room.
Yes,
Detective.
a nap.
And a nice drunken slur. What do you think?
I think
Oh, it's working.
A nap. Yes. Is that what someone said? Naps? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then a picnic.
Where is like the halfway point type of between here and where we're going? Halfway hotel, please.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You find one. I would invent a name, but I'm too distracted by the one tuft of Ambrose hair.
I've created your monster.
You make it to the halfway point hotel, which is a Hilton.
Okay.
1920s. It's the Hilton.
Okay. I pay for a room for the night. I know we're not staying the night, but they don't really rent by the hour because that is a very different type of establishment.
Okay, you rent a room.
You need to eat more cabbage.
I agree.
I am eating it in a way. Utilizing it.
Also, by the way, every time he hands Hyacinth one of these wads, I am marking it off of my money.
Glorious.
Aha, so I have more money.
Yeah.
I'll allow transfer of boxes, sure.
Last game.
Boxcars, Voodoo Arcade. Moving on.
He'll pull a third wad out of his shoe and hand it to you. It is extremely wet. For some reason, his feet are sweating uncontrollably.
Oh no.
I'm getting radiation money. This is fine.
You have 8
Put that
hours
in
left.
circulation, yeah.
Okay, we go up to the room
Hey, what hotel are we in again?
in
The
Hilton.
Hilton.
I probably know the answer to this already. Are there any attractive male bodies in this lobby when we walk in?
Several.
Clara, that one. I want
Okay.
that one.
Wayland.
Excuse me, sir.
Percentile.
Sir, I have a question, please. Could you come over here for a moment?
He heads over. Clara's
I
attractive.
gotta
He
watch
starts
this.
flirting. Wayland, roll percentile. Let's see which random person was pointed at. Aaron to join in on this game. Low is good. He has yet to roll low.
73.
Okay.
Good God.
You make the swap, Clara.
I mean, unless Huey somehow communicates, no, please, not this one.
This one looks great to Huey. All three of them looks great to Huey.
Thumbs up.
Swap.
Huey, you're no longer drunk.
Ah.
But you really, 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 and I mean fucking really need a cigarette. Also, you're really hyper, and you need to sneeze, and your nose hurts.
I see.
Wow.
Oh,
But this
Lord.
guy is stacked.
It's perfect, Miss Clara. Thank you.
Imagine his old body just starts freaking out.
He gasps,
Alright, where are we going
hyperventilates,
now?
collapses, and has a heart attack.
No.
That's our. Now we will be leaving. Goodbye.
You head to the room. Detective, you now have a massive cigarette addiction and you're high as fuck on cocaine.
Perfect. Oh, can we
Which you don't
pilfer?
have powder in your pocket. You have a bottle of it. It says,
Oh,
for
shit.
ghosts, take hourly.
For ghosts.
Yes,
ghosts,
he has
yeah.
ghosts. He should
I
have
have ghosts in
cocaine
my
about it.
blood.
Ah,
He's
Welcome to the
doing
20s.
cocaine to avoid ghosts?
Have you not seen the Tumblr post?
You have ghosts,
will
Eric. You
link
should do
you to
cocaine
it.
about it.
Wow.
Oh, can we snatch the massive money clip before we ditch this body?
Sure.
I I now have a gag gift that I want to get Dwayne.
Does fit Dwayne. You've got ghosts in your blood. You should do cocaine about it.
Wow.
You're in the room now.
Okay. I bust out the blueprints and try to figure out a plan.
Is there a phone in the hotel?
Yes.
Claire will go to the phone. And like
Okay.
this is when they still had like operator exchanges, right?
Yes, they did.
Hello, operator. Please connect me with J. Robert Oppenheimer.
I unplug the phone from the wall.
I'm pretty sure I'm in the lobby. 'Cause
Where?
that would be the only place that had a phone.
The
Are
operator
you calling
answers.
to make a reservation?
The operator answers says, "Where at? What location? What borough?
New York University.
Stand by." Clicky noises, clicky noises, clicky noises, clicky noises. 3 clicky minute noises later. 3 minutes of clicky noises later. Sorry,
It's
he does
fine.
not seem to be answering.
Oh, do you have an address?
Yes, New York University.
Do you have a more specific address?
They give you the street address, yes.
Thank you.
Then
What's
I'll go
happening
back
in the hotel room?
up to the hotel.
I have the blueprints laid out. I probably would have asked them beforehand to mark which office or laboratory was his.
Okay.
And then I work backwards from there. Figuring out the quickest route from university entry to his location. There was a dog.
I
I
seem to
apologize. Old men had to pee.
Echo, we had to pee.
So, you do so. Takes you about an hour to figure that out, too. The perfect plan of attack. Perfect route. Perfect
Okay.
place to take the shot. Perfect place for Waylon, who is now at -3 to all those physical stats and -1 to mental, to leave the present. That hour of his clarity.
Well, Clara will go back up to the hotel room and be like, I found the address.
Good work, cousin.
We already knew where the university was.
I found a more specific address, and I will relate what the operator told me.
Waylon throws up on your shoes. You think that's a sign of high praise?
She
Oh.
refers to the address that's located on like the bottom left-hand corner of the blueprint. Looks at Claire's note. Looks at the blueprint. Yes. Thank you.
A gift.
Thank you for the gift of your body's moisture, cousin.
Wait, Wayland, why don't you run yourself a bath? Cool
Yes.
down. Maybe that will take the edge off.
Edge. Yes. Wayland will go and stand in the bath and start running in place.
I should have known better.
The Ithians, you don't know why, but you're taking a -1 to your physical stats now. Maybe these bodies break down over time.
Do I need to come grab the dogs?
Not yet.
Okay. The puppy woke up from a nap, which means he's hyper now.
Ah, yes. It's time for zoomies.
Mm-hmm. Zoomies in the form of pestering the ever-living hell out of his brother.
I think we need some more human drugs, cousin. Some drugs that give you pep. I'm starting to wear down. How about you?
You have a lot of those. There's
I may be able to help with that. Here.
Do we all
What's this
need to be
do?
altered?
You're actually okay, Hyacinth. You have a slight resistance to this because of your physiology. For now.
She goes to check on Wayland while these people take drugs.
Wayland is
and-
sitting in the tub. His legs are kicking and his arms are flailing, and you're sure he's convinced he's running, but he's just kind of laying there, flopped over, eyes dilated to pinpoints, limbs flapping occasionally.
Show us some pets. Of course, puppy lover. Show us the puppy zoomies. Oh, Lord. I think he passed out again.
Sure did.
1920s rat away.
Backup prize.
Thomas, you get a cat instead. Hyacinth takes the pipe very delicately out of Wayland's mouth and turns the water an ice cold.
Wakes you up from a wonderful dream of chasing cats in a field. You were a dog, Wayland.
How dare? How dare you? I was in the best life I've ever had.
I'm
I
sure
was a
we'll
dog.
all be in our next best life very soon. My friend. How are
A
you
You
gift.
smile at that?
feeling?
Yes, he does.
A tooth falls out while he smiles.
Oh.
A gift.
I don't know many things because this isn't a thing yet. Can I roll some sort of intelligence roll?
Babies.
Oh, buffer.
Yes, you can roll
storyteller.
plus in.
Thank you. I was just like, I don't know if he heard me while he was going to pick up the puppy.
I love you, Henry. I would murder people for you.
10. That was a 10 intelligence roll.
Yeah, something's killing the fuck out of Wayland. Slowly.
What is the most humane thing to do in this situation?
Hyacinth's point of view?
Yes.
Put him out of his misery. He's like rotting slowly.
Hyacinth goes and grabs 2 pillows off the bed.
Wayland,
Wait,
you care.
wait. The stones. Have we forgotten the stones?
How
Oh,
does Wayland feel about this?
the pillows look so fluffy. I will cuddle them, thank you.
Ambrose, how do you feel?
I've got a glass of wine. Feeling pretty good.
Gross.
I mean, so
That's Ambrose, so for bring it.
if
Okay.
you don't want to die, you do have that at-will telepathy.
You do. Roll might, Hyacinth.
Hey.
This is not him calling for help. This is him saying telepathically to everyone, I'm going to take a nap. Good night.
Good night.
9.
Okay, that's success with complications.
Okay,
What did
so
the
there
three
was
of you
2
do?
ways that I was going to do this. I was either going to suffocate him with the pillows, or I was going to put a pillow with a rifle or the revolver.
So the other three of you, what do you do for the next
seems like an easier way to go.
3 minutes?
I believe he was doing cocaine with the aliens.
Are we at all made telepathically aware of that Wayland is in trouble, or cousin Ricky is in trouble?
Oh no, he doesn't feel that he is in trouble. Well, I mean, Wayland doesn't feel Wayland is in trouble. Wayland is just telling you he's going to take a nap. Very peacefully, very happily.
Yeah, without any like cue that Wayland is in danger, like Clara is probably like taking apart the hotel lamp or something, trying to figure out how it works.
Listen, you put Wayland out of his misery. Wayland! Go ahead, Hyacinth.
But while I am putting Wayland out of his misery, she does lean over and tell him very sweetly that he was a true friend and very brave in the face of danger. And without him, we wouldn't have gotten this far.
He will pat you on the head from underneath the pillows.
Leaves a bit of finger on your forehead.
Oh no!
Wayland, you pass away peacefully, and now you are cousin Ricky. Carry on.
No.
Oh God.
Yithians all around.
Oh, I guess the hair would stay crazy.
And cousin Ricky knows that this body is dying of radiation poisoning, but doesn't care because cousin, what was his name? Did I give you, Clara? The really weird name.
Oh, I can't remember if I actually
Ikyithin
had
or
a
something.
name.
Cousin Ikyithin has the device necessary to port you to a new body when this one falls apart. So you will carry this burden.
Think of that! I'm such a horrible person! Oh no! No!
You okay?
Wow.
No.
It's
Makes you
okay.
feel better.
Ambrose is still alive.
If it makes you feel better, I was killing Wayland no matter what. So carry on with the scene. Wayland was fucked. Wayland survived Delta Green. Wayland will not survive Mythos World.
You hear a very strange voice coming from under the pillow. Ah, excuse me, Miss Hyacinth. Can I please have a new body?
It's actually very Yithian. I approve.
Excuse me?
It is I, cousin Ricky.
She like lifts the pillows off, like tears just running down her face.
There's goo stuck to the pillow as you pull it off, and it's nasty.
Clara, the other one, she would be able to help you.
Yes.
Cousin Ikyithin. Also, your name isn't Ricky, it's Ripley. With like a lot of phlegm in the CK.
This body was dying. You did the best thing.
Your mic didn't pick up any of that on the
I noticed.
Zoom.
I noticed.
I'm like, I hear Tyler talking in the other room, but I'm just like, huh.
All you Yithians can sense that that's cousin Ricky because of the telepathic static that body creates.
And at that point, Clara will wander into the room.
Yeah. Welcome back, cousin Ricky.
We missed you.
Yes. Body, please.
Oh, yes, I can get you a new body. Thank you for waking up cousin Ricky.
You're welcome.
Oh, Savannah. You okay?
So-
Do you need a break?
No, I'm fine.
Hmm.
Ah!
Are you okay?
Oh. What do you do? The rest of you, I mean.
Cousin Ricky
obviously,
wants
we're
a
gonna-
new body. Cousin Ricky
Yeah,
gets a new body.
We're gonna kidnap
Where?
somebody, and then we're gonna swap them, right?
Okay, is that the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All three of you, charisma. And if no one gets over a 9, all three of you might.
So you can like force somebody?
Fuck me.
Beautiful.
What would a charisma roll be?
Empathy?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
The one thing I'm supposed to be good at. I got a fucking
8.
6.
I got exactly a
It's
10.
so hot in here. I have to go turn on the AC.
Somebody got a 10? All
I
right.
got exactly a 10.
Role play convincing some sucker to come up to your room for a body swap.
Hello, friend. We have such interesting sights to show you. Come this way. we will.
Oh, wrong
We
way.
will introduce you to all the wonders of the world.
And essentially just I imagine because Clara looks the way she does, she does not understand her innuendo of like come upstairs and pay me to have a good time.
Okay. What's this new body look like? We'll let Whaley decide.
No, I'm gonna roll for it like everyone else had to. Roll
This is when you
percentage.
get a 0. This is when you get a
sometime.
0-1.
With my luck? I don't think so.
That laugh. You did roll low, didn't you? Ridiculously low.
7?
007. She's
What the fuck?
such a spy.
Yes, you rolled a 7, so it's a British fellow, tall, strong, dark hair, dark eyes, charming. +2 to empathy, +2 to might, +2 to speed. +1 to intelligence, 0s to everything else.
Nice.
+1 as in +1 to what I currently have?
No, those are
or-
your new stats.
Okay.
Oh
so
yeah, do
+1
I have new stats?
No, I'm not cursing you.
Good. Thank God.
Okay, so what were those numbers again?
Empathy, might, speed, 2s. Intelligence, 1. Everything else is 0. No minuses.
Good.
Okay.
What do you do next? By the way, you
I
got
think
5 hours left now.
I think it's time to go find Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Is
So, you just gonna take the perfect route, march in there, drop the box off, and then have your sniper shoot it open once you're clear?
Who are you asking?
The whole party. But yes, Hyacinth would get input.
Yeah, I mean
I'm gonna have
Hyacinth has devised the plan of attack, so
Yeah, that seems like the most logical in this situation.
We're going
Okay.
to deliver a box, and then we're going to have a man shoot the box from a distance. That is the plan.
Do you have a better one?
I had thoughts of maybe abducting Mr. What's his face and strapping him to the hood of a car, and then driving the car into the ocean and
We
leaving
were
the box inside the car.
given the box as a way to ensure his death. Right?
Yes, we must destroy him to prevent worse calamity. There is a weapon in the box, we only need to open it for a few seconds.
So,
Forgive me, I've been doing cocaine with aliens. Why don't we just shoot him?
Yes.
that's
Because we might
also,
aim bad. Just open the box. I want to see what's in the box.
I would assume we have the box because it's the most blame-free scenario. It's hard to pin a box back to someone.
Miss Hyacinth, no offense, but invisible dogs and aliens, I feel like we've crossed the point of subtle.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is
I
actually the
would
point
agree
out
with
of
you.
character. Lawrence would have mentioned that to the group. I don't even remember if Aaron's character was there, but the rest of you would have heard Lawrence say the point is it looks like he accidentally killed himself with his invention, discouraging others from messing with it potentially.
I see. Oh, I guess that's the.
We've already lost 2 people.
Forgive me. Who was the second?
Clara,
Wayland.
that's just Clara's body.
Oh,
Clara is
Oh,
actually
I'm not
dead,
even
dead.
counting Dora. I am only counting Clara and Wayland.
Oh yeah.
So 3.
Also, technically
Technically
4.
4, 'cause-
4, technically 4, because we lost Bernice. We have already lost 4 people. So, the this puts the least risk to us.
What do we know about Mr. Oppenheimer? Does he have something that he never leaves home without?
What do you mean?
Because whatever's in the box is deadly enough, but small enough to fit in a box. So if we know something about Mr. Oppenheimer that he never leaves home without, we might be able to plant whatever's in the box in there, and that'll get him.
It's pretty nerds. Is there an answer to that?
They also have the submerged trains. If he's on a submerged train, we can just open it. He can't leave.
Are you talking about a submarine?
No, the trains that go underground.
Oh,
Okay.
The subway, Miss Hyacinth, I believe.
Yes.
Sorry. Wayland was going on and on about submarines, and that's all I could think about.
I mean, we could lure him to a submarine if you think that would work.
No.
Yeah. Lock him inside of a room, open the box.
No. If we want people to think that his work killed him, him dying on the subway really doesn't lead to that conclusion.
Precisely my point. If he carries a suitcase around with him, however, we might be able to.
Technically it would, but we don't know that. There'd be a lot of other people dead on that subway.
I guess we could try to sneak it into his briefcase.
Or laboratory.
Wherever he spends the most amount of time.
Laboratory.
Yes, we should go to the laboratories at the New York University. He will be there.
Huey goes to reach for a badge that doesn't exist. Never mind that plan.
But that was 2 bodies ago.
That plan won't work. Never mind.
I will let my servant know to be on the lookout for a hand signal to follow through with the plan. Otherwise, he's just to keep a lookout.
Excellent. Let's have some int rolls and some speed rolls all around.
Both of it, both int and speed.
Correct.
Okay. That's 13 on intelligence. Because I
boy.
rolled double sixes.
I got 10 on both.
And then I got
Wait, does the cocaine impact my speed in it? That might change things.
Nine and 11.
Thank you for the follow, Heartman 36.
Int of 10, speed of 5.
Intelligence 13, speed 9.
Who else still
Detective
needs to give me
Thurston.
numbers? Who else still
What?
needs to give me numbers?
Oh,
Did I hear everyone's?
9 and
Artie?
11.
Thank you. I feel like I need Artie's too, yeah.
What is it again? Intelligence?
Yep, and speed.
Intelligence, speed. 9, 10, 11 for intelligence. And 11 for speed also. Wow. Looks over at Detective Thurston. Detective Thurston, I think you're all out of cocaine. I shall be return shortly to get more.
Appreciate it.
Steps outside, goes away for a couple minutes.
One moment.
The suspense is building.
I feel like people are getting side messages.
Yep.
That might
Delicious.
shenanigans.
All the shenanigans.
Side messages are clear to everyone.
I guess I'm not special.
Don't
That's
don't
fine.
worry.
I didn't get it either.
Me either.
That
Okay.
means Eric got them.
Yeah, Artie, when they're busy doing the final planning, what do you do?
Comes back in after a while with some new cocaine, and just hands the stones back to Clara.
I'm sorry, was the bottle of if you see ghosts, take it not enough for you?
Catch
you
that
had-
second part, Clara.
You hand the stones back to Clara?
Mhm.
Oh, did you need to use these?
I think you already did.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for returning them.
No problem. Have some cocaine.
What's cocaine?
It's the best. Try it.
Okay.
Artie,
No, I'll do cocaine.
Everyone but
Right.
Hyacinth is now super high.
Artie,
Oh yes, this is the best. Oh, I can see through space. I can fold space. Oh. We need to go. We need to go find our target right now. Oh, I could probably run all the way right there. Right now. Where's the box? Give me the box. I can run it. Run it there
Artie?
all by myself.
what did you use the stones for?
Oh no. Eric's gonna
Oh
get
no,
frozen.
Eric's
Oh, no.
Right when he's
The
got
perfect
that
moment
grin
to
on
freeze.
his face.
No!
Okay.
So yeah, so we've lost Bernice and
Oh.
Dora and
Oh, he's back.
Oh, you're back.
Clara and Wayland.
Sorry.
No, it's
Fine.
okay.
Perfect moment.
What did you hear before you left for space?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah,
Yes.
just sort of wondering how much we should catch up on Icely.
Oh, yeah. I just saw everybody laugh when I offered cocaine. That was it.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Clara took it and then just went like cocaine mouth, but like, oh my god, I can see space. Give me the box. I can run the box there right now.
And then as Clara was proceeding to bounce off the walls, Hyacinth slid over to Artie, and she's just like, "What did you do with the stones?" I really don't have the patience for your blasé not answering today.
Oh, okay then. Maybe we should pursue with this plan of yours.
Fine. We'll go ahead and do it.
Uh-oh.
That.
Dun dun.
Meow meow.
Dun,
After
da, da,
assaulting
da,
many
da.
of us.
Hi.
Okay, so you execute your perfect plan, and nobody failed terribly on any of those rolls. So you make your way into the school and down the hall. I need one more round of intelligence checks.
I would also, before we make this round, before I make my round of intelligence checks, I would like to say that when we get into the laboratory where we're going to leave the box, I do my hand shenanigans.
Glorious.
I got a 9, but I'm gonna use that audience vote for the +1 to get a 10.
I also
Now
got
that
a
time.
10.
I got
11.
an 8.
Cousin Ricky.
3.
Glorious. Cousin Ricky gets lost in the school as you all converge on the room from different angles.
Fine, we're in telepathic connection.
Like, no, Ricky, not that hallway, the other hall. Oh, damn it, Ricky.
Come to the sound of our voices.
That's the magnetic pole, Ricky.
So who's going to actually deliver the package into the room?
Oh, that's right. It's no longer Wayland. I guess that's
Did you
the
not-
detective.
Who picked up the box? Any of you can say you did.
I mean,
Nose
I
goes.
feel like a coked out Clara was like,
Yes, I can do it, and I can run it all the way there.
All right.
Sure.
It depends. Was the nose supposed to be not it or it?
Not it. Nose
Yeah.
goes is.
So Clara definitely has a 10.
Not it.
Clara. You slip into the room where you're going to plant the box for Oppenheimer. Everyone else is lurking in different areas, waiting to make sure the plan is executed, distracting the people that would have gotten in the way because you could see the future and you had the blueprints. And the plan is working perfectly until it's ruined.
By a cat.
I will let the ruiner explain.
no.
This crazed looking man steps in the doors loudly, slamming them to the side. And he slides against one of the doors flat. I don't know where I am, and I don't. Hyacinth,
What is your name, sir?
you don't, cat.
Don't
Wayland! Obviously.
Don't make me cry all over again.
Hello, Wayland.
And that's when Oppenheimer walks in and says, "What the hell is going on in my office?" Coming in from the other room he was in, where you
Who
made
are
all the
you?
noise.
Are you Oppenheimer?
Yes, who the hell are you?
Oh, good. Opens the box.
Would you like some cabbage?
Did someone say cabbage?
While Clara is opening the box, at this point, Clara has just wrapped Wayland in a bear hug.
You mean Hyacinth?
Yeah, I said Hyacinth has wrapped
I
Wayland
thought you
in
said
a
Clara
bear hug.
was. Got it.
Oh, I said while Clara's doing her thing.
This
Whatever.
is
I
a
don't-
blonde college student with big round rim glasses and in a cardigan.
What does the detective and Artie do?
Mr. Wayland.
Yes.
Um,
Where's my monocle? Where's my pipe?
We can get that from your belongings. Back where we left them. But shh, Wayland.
Excuse us, Mr. Oppenheimer. Our friend is sick. I'd like to scoop Hyacinth and Wayland and just get the fuck out of here.
Box is already open?
Assuming no one tried to interfere with Clara opening it.
What happens?
I was totally distracted.
1 Andromeda, 2 Andromeda, 3 Andromeda.
Is it working? It's taking an eternity.
Right, Clara will also want to like crane her neck around to look into the box because she wants to
Claire, no.
see what this really cool weapon is.
Claire,
like,
no. Claire, don't.
I know she shouldn't, but she's.
Bye bye, buddy.
Her intelligence is high, her wisdom is not.
Okay. The box is open. Inside is a very solid looking ball of metal that gives off a lot of heat. What do you do once the box is open? Oppenheimer immediately screams and dives towards it to close the lid, knowing it's already too late.
I will dodge.
Oh, it's too late. That doesn't matter. But what do the rest of you do? Do you run for it?
Yes, I'm still scooping Hyacinth and Wayland and getting the fuck out of here.
Some poor college student named Dexter who's now. What happened to Dexter? Oh shit.
Okay. Unless either of them resist, you rush them out, Detective. What about Artie?
I'll just follow the group.
And then, last but not least, what about Clara?
So she was told she only needed to have the box open for a couple seconds. So once she gets to 5 Andromeda, she will close the box. But she's also really curious. So, like, what's gonna happen now? So she's just gonna
out?
watch. Yeah, she's just gonna watch Oppenheimer now.
Okay. Clara's body and Oppenheimer die together in that room. The plan is no longer executed perfectly because this random janitor dies with the scientist holding a ball of uranium. Or plutonium. Sorry. The rest of you, you all reconvene at the dean's office, and you all can have a drink together and congratulate each other on a job well done? Question mark. And then head on your way back to your lives, such as they are. So you can have that scene for a moment. Except for Artie, who we'll deal with in a minute.
So, I'm still a bit rich.
Yes.
I think maybe it's best we, well, Miss Hyacinth, you can do whatever you like, I suppose. Mr. Wayland, your choice, I suppose. But I feel like we're doing vacation somewhere tropical, I think.
Is RT there?
For this scene, yes, but his actual ending will come later, so he can play this out however he wants.
Well, that doesn't stop my character from asking.
Oh yes, Artie is definitely there in this scene. I was just giving him a cue for his thing to wait.
Okay. So, RT, you had mentioned previously that the other RT is where you came from, right?
Yes.
Are you perhaps done with his body so he can come home?
Not just yet. But soon.
Within this lifetime?
Definitely within this lifetime, yes.
Okay. I guess that's really all we could ask for. She pours around for everyone and just kind of like sits on the corner of the dean's desk. Wayland, I should probably apologize.
I have no idea.
But I do. While we were in New York, your body was failing.
Oh, yeah, yes, the growth. It's not there anymore, but it still talks to me, I'm pretty sure.
I may have taken matters into my own hands to end your suffering.
Artie, would you like to interject here?
Yes, see, I was already gone, and Artie, not Artie, not Artie, sometimes Artie. He did something with rocks. I'm not really sure, some sort of mystical whatnot, and he will very gently give Hyacinth a hug. It's quite all right. I'm better now and about 15 years younger.
What time to do your
Twitches
research?
dramatically.
She'll just slump down in the dean's chair.
It's all right. I have parents now. That's something.
Wayland, I think maybe you should never go. No, I don't think that's no.
What? Huh?
No, you a bastard.
No, my parents had passed away.
Oh, you were just old.
A submarine accident.
They didn't know how to cat.
Wayland, I don't think you should meddle in that body's life, if you follow.
Oh, sure, certainly. Pineapple.
I think that's the reason why. Huey
What?
has a point. Those of us, not me included, that are not in our bodies probably shouldn't associate with the family members of the bodies that you do inhabit.
Hence my suggestion of an extended vacation.
Ah, yes, extended vacation. We could go on a picnic. Forever.
Are you sure you want to go on an extended vacation, Huey, with Wayland?
I mean, I can't go back to my my job, obviously.
If you guys need anything, just ask.
And apparently, this place is crawling with aliens and invisible hounds. So I feel like getting as far away as possible is my way forward, if you will.
If you
I always wanted one of those hounds.
If you decide to ever leave country, there's a nice villa in the countryside that I could lend.
I thought I'd take a ride on the Oriental Express. Actually, I thought it would be enjoyable.
I've never been to Europe myself.
Please tell me you got my reference.
Yes.
Everyone here did,
I
yes.
got
Okay.
your reference loud and clear, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeedly doodly.
And I unfortunately had no IC reason to disagree.
That scene slowly fades away with new friends saying goodbye. But the movie doesn't end. Artie, whose house do you visit first? In the dead of night, at the witching hour.
Go with Thurston first.
How long do you stand over his bed observing him before you use the stones?
A small eternity.
And who do you swap him with? Which cousin?
Ooh, Cousin Mickey.
Mickey. Wayland. Who do you swap Wayland with in the dead of night at 4 a.m.?
How dare, I just got this body.
Artie's been swapping bodies for quite a while.
I'll put the high priest in his body.
Whose house do you avoid?
Hyacinths, of course.
Where do you go last?
Clara, I guess?
Oh, Claire's. That cousin has returned to the future because she observed the death of Oppenheim and lost her body.
Oh, right.
However, do you go and find what's left of Clara's soul in the future and swap it back to a body in the past?
Yeah, that sounds like something I would do.
Okay.
Thank you, cousin.
You're welcome.
And the last scene we see is Artie showing back up at Miskatonic University at the dean's office at the crack of dawn. And there's no audio, but they exchange words and shake hands. And then Artie's body collapses. And Artie reappears back in it, screaming. And then we move to a scene in the future where Wayland and Thurston are in the body of Yithians in the year 650,000. on the home planet of the Ithians.
You're in Nakotas now.
With not Artie in his back in his body.
Thurston?
Wayland?
It's all telepathic, by the way.
Thurston?
Yeah, Wayland, it's me.
Where are we? This is. Did you feed me hallucination juice?
No. I believe we are in the alien spot where the aliens I did cocaine with. Yes.
Not Artie, feel free to explain to them that it's all part of the master plan and they'll be returned to their bodies in exactly 1 year and 1 day.
It's only temporary here. After some time, you'll go back to your bodies. In the meantime, you have a lot to learn. Welcome to the city at the edge of eternity.
Meanwhile, Oppenheimer has died. So another very bright, brilliant young person will be the first to crack the secrets of the atom, one that's placed at the right place at the right time by the Ithians. It's all part of the plan. It always was. And that's where this tale ends, for now. And once again, the Ithians are the victors. Thank you for experiencing our first tale in Mythos world with us. If you enjoyed this, you can check out our other awesome content every day of the week, most days, twice a day. On Mondays, Delta Green just ended, which means Dune returns next week. What are you calling this chapter of the tale?
The first part is Instruments of Canley.
Oh God.
And this show will be beginning the first of several Solemn Veil tales next week, so make sure you show up for that awesomeness. On Tuesdays, we are playing one more session of Black Void, and then they will be moving on to Mecha Hack, I said it right this time, followed by Wednesdays with the One Ring. Thursdays, we have one more session of Ambrose's Changeling the Lost 3 Shot, followed by Pathfinder Gothic Horror in the evening. On Fridays, we have Masks of Nyarlathotep, followed by Dracogenesis in 5e. On Saturday, one more session of Usurpers of Ruination in 5e, and then that will be moving on to Warhammer 40k for the holidays. Later on Saturdays, in 2 weeks, we return to SCP the RPG. And on Sunday, we have Pangea, the new Kickstarter by Atlas Games, followed by Cult Divinity Lost. Make sure you come check them all out. They're all pretty awesome. Doomed Heroes, let the audience know who you are, who you played, and where they can see you next before next Monday night.
Oh, that's me. Hi. Hey, everybody. I have enjoyed playing Wayland, Cousin Ricky, Wayland once Dexter, Wayland Ethian. Yeah. Who am I again? Oh, hey, everybody. You can find me all over the internet as Am Changeling, and you can find me on Etsy at Neat and Co Designs. And then you can also find me Thursday. Storytelling, Changeling, The Lost, A Tale of Harrowed Bone, Part 3, the finale.
Hey, I'm Eric. You can find me online at Maron Recluse. You can find me here. I played Artie Chang or the entity inhabiting Artie Chang. And tomorrow, you can find me here tomorrow for Black Void.
And hi, I'm Savannah. You can find me online at Miss Emo Fox. Tonight I played Miss Hyacinth de la Poix. I totally didn't kill one of my friends. It's fine. Totally didn't have a breakdown about it. You can find me next on Vorpal Tales on Thursday evening for Pathfinder 2E Undying. I will be playing Odette. Normally, then you would find me on Saturdays for SCP, but we are on hiatus this week, and I will be returning Sunday morning on my own channel for Stardew Valley with Oh Hello Mare, and in the evening I will be playing Cult Divinity Lost.
Hello, my name is Rachel. You can find me Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere. My dance card is super full this week. On Wednesday, I'm going to be over at Plastic Age Plays doing some Scarred Lands D&D. Then I'm going to be in Ambrose's Changeling game. After that, I'm going to pick up that time slot with a Vampire the Requiem Chronicle. It's going to be set in Detroit. Everybody's going to be brewed. It'll be great. After that, I am going to be running Call of Cthulhu Masks of Nyarlathotep on Fridays, and I am also going to be in Eric's Doom game, which I'm really excited to revisit Daphne. I can't wait.
Oh, that's me. Okay. I have a functioning brain, everyone. I promise. Yes, I am Aaron. You can find me everywhere at Great Cthulhu. You can find me next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific over at McStabber Studios playing the finale of The Way Home. Got it. After that, I will be on vacation, and I believe the next time will be the following Saturday, the 27th, playing SCP.
We reached the end already. Excellent. One last time, we're going to do a round of votes because they can carry over to Solemn Vale.
Ooh.
Which means I'm not going to announce what they'll do because I don't know yet. But I'll let you know next week.
I'm going to vote for Hyacinth for killing me softly.
Honorable mention to Savannah for that scene with Ambrose's character, but I gotta give it to Rachel because every time she spoke as the Yithian, like just completely floored me every single time.
Thank you.
It was really good.
Hi, that's my turn. My vote goes to Ambrose, causing me great pain. I love you.
Curiosity killed
going-
the Wayland, but Tyler brought him back again. Sorry.
I'm going to give my vote to Eric for that very clever behind the scenes, whatever the fuckery it was. But it was real fun to watch the end result, so have my vote.
Thank you.
I will give my vote to Hyacinth for the very emotional Ambrose murder.
Thank you.
Excellent, being excellent to each other. And as always, we leave you to your nightmares for one more week, and we'll see you for some Solemn Vale next week. Until then, good night.